Hello, people of the internet. I'm Min. So I'm a freshman this year going for a bachelor's in mechanical and aerospace engineering. Are you interested in doing engineering? Would you like to go to pain and suffering college to get a degree? Would you like to have a god complex because you're obviously in the best college ever and every other major should bow down to you? Well, this is how your first semester is going to go. This is Engineering 100. When I searched up Introduction to Engineering before making this video, I got Engineering 100 free math tutorial, and I survived 10 days as an engineer in a zombie apocalypse Minecraft. So clearly, not quite what we're looking for. So let me prepare you for what's going to go down.
Alright, it's the week before school starts. During this week, you'll ask about your major and completely forget about it. You'll ask your upperclassmen for advice and completely disregard it. And you will think you'll be able to handle a class at 8 a.m. because you're a good high school kid and can wake up at 5 a.m. consistently.
Bruh.
You're all freshmen, mostly. Mere mortals, children, babies, literal cells learning the hardships of the real world. You are placed in groups where you will have a mentor. If you rearrange the letters in mentor, you get supreme leader. You will serve your supreme leader for the week to determine whether you are worthy to enter the prestigious engineering college. Your leader will give you a preview of your upcoming math class. It will not matter whether you have taken it or not. Throw your previous learning away because they will give you calculus whether you like it or not. After attending 2 hours of math, you will be tested on the entire semester's worth of content, where you are told that you should try on the test, but you don't need to because it won't count towards anything, but you should, but also don't sweat it, but also, anyway, after surviving the depths of math, you will now be placed into Master Chef, DM, where your ingredients are cardboard and 2 feet of tape to make the most exquisite furniture cuisine. Some of you will make generic furniture like tables and chairs. Some of you will innovate more than Apple and make iPhones, both lighter and 1,000 times cheaper than whatever iPhone has been released.
Introducing the iBoard 14, the new line of Apple's flagship line of iPhones. This will replace all current iPhones, and within the next month, every iPhone shall be disabled, so you have no choice but to use the new iBoard. You're welcome. We at Apple make no compromises, so the new iBoard has the exact same dimensions as the iPhone 13, so you won't notice a difference when getting the iBoard. Except, it's cardboard. We also know you value a distraction-free experience on your iPhone, so you can focus on creativity and productivity. So the iBoard does not have cellular, Wi-Fi, or Bluetooth. It isn't a phone. It's cardboard. It does not have any scratch resistance, IPX water resistance, or anything of that sort. Why? Well, the iBoard is so cheap, and you can easily transfer data to a new one. So get the new iBoard 14 now, or else. Only $1598.99. A whole 1 cent less than the maxed out iPhone 13 Pro Max.
And some of you will turn cardboard boxes into more boxes. You have the next 48 hours to make your furniture. Good luck. Now, your quality of dish will heavily rely on how well your group cooperates. You might have a group that cooperates well and tries to make the most delicious cardboard dish ever, or a group that scraps some cardboard together in an hour and calls it good enough. You may have an infamous group where 1 or 2 individuals believe that they are supreme leaders and the rest of you are children, but they are wrong. Remember, all of you are children, and not one of you can somehow age faster than the rest of you. Alright, you've now made your dish. You spent countless hours of blood, sweat, and tears on this chair. You go back to your mentor to present your furniture and find him on the couch in deep slumber when he said, "It'll be a quick power nap." You all stand in confusion as you figure out how to wake him up without ending the universe as we know it. As he wakes up from his deep slumber, he looks at the time then your chair, and says this. That's a toilet. Your group panics. You realize the height, the shape, the lack of a backrest have formed a toilet. But this is okay, because the toilet can support the weight of both you and one of your group members. Oh, but what's this? There's no judges? There's no prize? People made coffins? All the supreme leaders go into a frenzy and all the furniture is destroyed. This marks the end of your trial. Welcome to pain and suffering, College. Well, you survived the orientation week intensive trial. What could they possibly have in store for you in your first engineering class? You walk into a large lecture hall of the next generation of engineers and business majors. You're presented with...
Wait, what?
Okay, real stuff time. It's time to make a Rube Goldberg machine. What is that? It's basically an overcomplicated system that has a bunch of steps that lead into each other, and at the end of it, it goes into one very simple step. They're the complete opposite of logic and practicality. They're like the prices for ambulances in the US, not getting the vaccine, and not subscribing to this channel. What are you doing? Hit the button. Did someone say MasterChef Season 2? You have the next couple months to finish a 5-course meal, an elaborate Rube Goldberg. Each course can be a type of simple machine entree, in-kind plane, screw, wheel and axle, pulley, wedge, and lever. Oh, and you have to use a tiny motor, I guess. Your budget for the build is $3, until you find out in the fine print that it's actually $15. You may be disappointed with the very cheap design kit of paper cups and popsicle sticks, but don't worry. There's a Hot Wheels car. Oh, did I mention that approximately for the next couple months, minus 1 to 3 business days, are going to be spent on basically anything else besides the actual meal? Well, I got good news for you, buddy. But you're an engineer. You're not going to forget about your very important task over the next couple months, are you? It's the week of the deadline. Your 5-course meal is due on Friday and your lab is on Thursday. Wonderful. Everything's fine. Because you've done enough preparation for this point, right? Nope. You're going to spend all day Thursday and Friday figuring out what you're doing, building the thing, and making sure it doesn't break when you record. Oh, and the rest of your group? You're all working together, I guess, but each of you is making their own 5-course meal. Whoever has the best meal gets to be judged by the judges, and the rest of your dishes are all thrown in the trash. It's like winning Squid Game, but instead of winning a bunch of money, you win the judgment and pressure from your peers to make sure that your dish meets the professor's taste buds. Because guess what? It's your fault if the group's grade is low because of a machine you built. Isn't that great? It's the last month of the semester. It's almost finals time. You're allowed one regular sheet of paper front and back for this test. You can basically put whatever you want on this paper. So what are you going to put? That's right. No, you're not going to put notes. You're going to put an exact copy of every single question from lecture and squeeze every single one on that paper, no matter how small the font's going to be. And you're going to get that 100%. Congratulations! You finished your first and last A in engineering. Why? Because the difficulty only spikes up from here, so enjoy it in the moment.